us as black women, Paige reminds me a lot of you. Like, you say you're not really about me. And she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, like, she's good at basketball, obviously. But, like, she understands her privilege. It's like what pushes her over the top, in a sense. It reminds me a lot of you. And I mean, that's a compliment.
Checking in for the Aces, number 20, Kate Martin. Fellas on the Aces, number 4, Queen Egbo, her first personal. Aces 4th team foul. Miss twice, get a slice, towels up as the Assembly shoots 2.
The angels are here.
Alright, peace out.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Ace's Angels, y'all. And welcome back on in, everybody, man. Hopefully I can get this video up. I'm gonna try to get these videos up. And if you're a Grace Burger fan, the last 2 or 3 games I'm gonna have them up, man. It's gonna be a big long video because I just have not had the time to recap her games, man. Like the time to edit it mainly because these videos, man, they be editing. So if y'all could donate, man, because I've been going through it with the editing lately. That's like I haven't seen videos up. So if you can donate, that'll help y'all. So make sure y'all donate the information. I have the information at the end of the video, so to donate. But let's get to the Valkyries, who had their expansion draft today behind, new coach Natalie Nakazi. And I like the Natalie, man. She was on the Clippers staff and in the NBA, and then she was also on the Aces staff with Becky. I think she's the real genius behind the Aces championship run. I really do. I think she's more of the genius than Becky Hammond is. Just keep it a trill with y'all, man. Former player too, not in the WNBA, but like she was a former player. She played at UCLA, man. So she a baller, man. So she ain't just someone that coaches, man. It wouldn't matter if she wasn't someone who coaches, but yeah, she a baller, man. She a baller. Natalie Nakazi, man. I like that hire. And you know what? The one thing I noticed about the Valkyries, and I knew this was kind of be something, their connection with the Asian community is going to be heavy on that team, man. It's going to be a lot of Asian people going to games in that community. That's how I say that. That's like you couldn't add, like, if you wanted to connect the culture with the community, that was like the perfect hire. That was the perfect hire, man. And hey, I don't know if they'll be bad that long, man, but like James Yu, hey, if they could last 4 years, maybe they could get her there, man. Maybe they could get her there. Maybe they could get Lee Yuru too. But let's get into this, man. So our girl Kate Martin, it was rumored that Kate Martin was going to be one of the selections for the Valkyries from the Aces. Her and Kayla Thornton's name was out, and I wasn't believing it in it at first because I was like, where's the context behind this leak? Because sometimes these leaks ain't really, ain't accurate. So I was actually surprised when it was actually announced that Kate Martin was actually really going to be going to the Aces along with Kayla Thornton from the New York Liberty. from their championship run, and she was so important in Game 5, Kayla Thornton. So that's going to be a bit of a miss for the Liberty, but I'm pretty sure they'll continue to stack players up. But as a bench piece, man, that's going to be sort of a for right now until they replace her, it's going to be a bit of a loss for them. Now, Kate Martin, and I think Natalie Nikasi probably was strong arm on this one. She probably saw some things out of Kate, because you got to remember, assistant coaches, they're more hands-on with the players. This is why I think Chrissy Sass likes being an assistant more than a head coach. It would not surprise me if Chrissy Sass never stepped into being a head coach again, because I think that she loves being an assistant coach. Because when you're an assistant coach, you're hands-on with the players more than a head coach is. Like you're in the practices, you're actually with the players, really getting to know them. Like assistant coaches are a little bit more close to the players than the head coaches are. So I think Natalie probably saw Kate Martin in practice and was like, we got to go get that. We got to go get that. And so Kate Martin, I think she's going to get a lot more time this year. I'm happy for Kate Martin because y'all know me. I made the videos back in October saying you need to, I want Kate Martin and the rest of the white girls. Unfortunately, I think Megan Gustafson's going to probably be there another year. And also they're getting Elizabeth Kitley back. But I hope that Kelsey Plum does leave. I've been hearing some news that she's likely leaving. And I hope that this is a team that she goes to. She knows the offense. I think it'll help Natalie. Because they still kind of need a point guard. But I think Julie Van Loo. Well, before we get into my thoughts, let's get into all the picks. So I can go down the line here. Then I'll finish my thoughts with Kate Martin and Tammy Fack Bentley. And we'll wrap up the video from there. Because I don't want this video to be too long. Because I'm having real problems right now with 20-minute plus videos right now. Finding time to edit them right now because I'm doing something else during the week now. I can't get videos out unless it's the weekend, more than likely for right now. So I'm not going to try to make this one too long. So let's go through the picks real quick. Break them down real quick. And let's start with the Atlanta Dream. They gave up Elina Rupert, who was... And so... the first few players were stash players, so a lot of people didn't know. 3 out of the first 4 players that they chose, because I know Chicago Sky fans we didn't even know we had Maria Conde, right? She was a stash player, and Dallas Wings had Carly Lette, and a lot of people thought she would be someone, honestly, that would play this year for Dallas. She was a stash player. She was a first-round pick last year. For some of y'all might remember that she was a first-round pick. She was stashed away this year. And she played overseas, so she didn't play in the W. She is a really good French baller, man. And I hope to see her. I don't know if we're going to see her this year, but I hope she's on this team. Really, really good player. This Valkyries team, I was actually impressed with their draft, man. They actually got some diamonds in the rough. A lot of people were sleeping on them because they don't know these players. That's the only... If you don't know... I hate it when people do this. If you don't know players, but you want to call a team bad because you don't know the players, that's on you. You shouldn't even really have an opinion or be allowed to have one because you don't know the fucking players. You don't know the players, so how you going to say this might be a bad team? This looks like a pretty... I'm not going to say they're going to be a playoff team because I don't know how their defense is. It's going to come down to their defense. But as I'm looking at their roster, this is a solid team. They're going to put up a lot of points because they got a lot of good shooters and scorers on this team. They got some good wings. I'm pretty sure some of these girls that you saw get drafted probably won't be on the team. But I think what's going to end up happening is because this was an expansion draft, some of these girls that usually play overseas, they might actually play in the W this year because they got roster spots. And the Valkyries still got a few more spots left to fill out. They got the draft. They got free agency. That'll probably be a 3 or 4 more extra players that they'll pick up. But Some of these girls could actually be on the roster this year because this was 12 play. This was actually 11 because Seattle didn't choose because of their drama. So because Seattle got drama, they didn't pick up anybody from Seattle. I think if Nika Mole was available and wasn't protected, Nika Mole would have been somebody that I believe, being honest with y'all, I think they would have chose her because they need a point guard, and she's a traditional point guard, but she tore up her knee, so she's not an option. But I think they would have went with Nika Mole. She would have been a good foundation piece, especially if you would have bought into Kelsey Plum to play behind her. And I thought the Valkyries was going to do that with Grace Berger because I was like, Grace Berger's like the perfect backup for any team right now, backup point. And I really thought they were going to choose her for that reason, but I see they went with Julie Van Loo, so that should do some things for him. But I'm telling you, Carly Lethe, man, that I like the Carla. I like that pick. That's a good foundation piece for the future. Still a young player. That's a good one. I like that piece. Veronica Burton, a veteran, gives them some solid defense. She might be able to start. Veronica might start. She might actually start. It depends on how they round this team out. Kate Martin, I'm interested to see if they're going to bring off the bench or have a start. That's going to be really interesting. It's going like I'm looking at this team. They're deeper than some of these teams in the WNBA right now. They got a much deeper team. Indiana, Timmy Fag Bentley. And I was saying this. I said this. Everyone was thinking it was going to be Katie Lou, Grace Berger. I didn't even hear too many people say Damaris Dantas, but I thought Damaris Dantas would be in there. And I didn't really think Victoria Saxton would be picked up by him, but that would have been a nice sneaky pick for him if they did give Saxton, because I was very impressed with Saxton late in the year, but she did actually get time. I'm hoping she get a lot more time on the Fever this year on the court, along with Grace Berger. But I felt like they were going to choose Fag Bentley, though. I felt like they were going to choose her over Katie Lou. I always felt that way. So I'm thinking with Indiana right now, man, I think that they might have protected Clark, Hall, Boston, Mitchell, Smith. Ooh, I would love to know the sixth one. If that ever gets leaked, let me know in the comment section, man. I didn't hear anything yet about who they actually protected. It probably was Berger. Because I think, I don't know. I think they would have chose Berger over Fag Bentley, but we'll never know. But Timmy, man, we love that girl, man. She's gone now. It definitely means Indiana's going to have to get their center now. And I need to still do this video, but there's a couple of there's actually a center from overseas that they could go get in the draft. And I mean, Malanga's out there, but I want my guard though. I don't want Ford or center in that first round. But you got Alyssa Smith to trade. I think they need to get Dorka Huas. I think that's the person that they need to go get for their center. Let her play. Because she'll play perfectly with Caitlin. Like, her and Timmy, there's no drop-off in between games. So, I feel like they should maybe go with that, man. For real. But let me get through the rest of this list, though, man. So, the LA Sparks, Stephanie Talbot. I like that one. That's a sneaky one. Stephanie Talbot might be one of the top 3 underrated players in the league. She had a nice season with the Sparks. And every time she came in, not only provided energy, provided some scoring. She was a real help to the Sparks in the second half of the season, in my opinion. Her and Leah Rue. I thought they were going to choose Leah Rue for the Asian community. But I think she's a free agent, though. I think that's the reason why they didn't get her. And who knows? Sparks might have protected her, too, because we don't know. I don't know her situation right now. I don't know Leah Rue's situation. But I'm definitely, like, she's one of the top 10 players that I'm on the, like, lookout for to see what's happening with her in free agency time. But that's a nice sneaky pick because she could start, too. Talbot's a good veteran player. She can start, too, at the wing position. That's in another good sneaky one. Cecilia Zandalicini. That one hurts me as a Fever fan because I was wanting the Fever to get her for the bench. Zandalicini, man, oh my God. I'm so glad she's away from Minnesota now. She's gonna get a lot more playing time. A lot more playing time, in my opinion. That might be, I think between that one and Talbot, the two most sneakiest picks, along with Maria Conde. Maria Conde was really good in Florida State. She's way older now. I don't know if she's ever going to play the W, but I hope she starts playing the W this season. Because she needs to let her talents be seen on the state side, bro. She was really good at Florida State, man. It's taken her a long time to get to a point where she's in the league. Like, they got a lot of, what's her name? Fee bitches on this team. Like, a lot of Leone Fee bitches. A lot of players that will stash and will play over here. But Zandalicini, a 3-and-D player, that's Minnesota going. I think Minnesota going to. I don't see them getting back to the finals now. Them losing Zandalicini, that's going to be a hurt. If they lose Peely or Huas next season, man, it depends on the way they draft, man. I don't know how they could get back. That's a huge loss, I think, for Minnesota off that bench. Just like Kayla Thornton for the Liberty. But I don't think it's going to hurt the Liberty as much as it will the Lynx losing Zandalicini. Now, I know Zandalicini ain't played as many minutes as Kayla Thornton did off their bench. But that's like, bro, to have a player that can shoot threes off the bench like that, man. Monique Billings from the Mercury there, Julie Van Loo. Julie Van Loo was a stud, a fucking star during the Olympics, man. This team is solid. This team right now, because the one thing that the Valkyries have that a lot of other teams don't have, they built out their bench. Like, that's the thing that I'm seeing right away. They built out a bench. A lot of teams don't have even a team that's deep right now. Like, if the Fever had this team, Caitlin's probably about 2 years away from winning a championship. This is the way the Fever need to build their bench out. It sucks because, like, a special team's always going to have that advantage because they could just pick apart. This team right now got so many pieces. Now they just need the stars. That's the only thing they're lacking right now is stars. They just need to add the stars. Oh, my God. This will be I still kind of hope Paige Beckers lands here. I think this will be a real good situation for Paige Beckers. This will be a real good situation. They just need a star to lead this whole entire team. They just need a star. That's it. Kate Martin going to sell jerseys, and that's another thing about Kate Martin that was smart about this pick. Man, the Valkyries they're going to be in the top 5 for selling jerseys for sure. A lot of Kate Martin fans going to buy her jersey. It's just going to be, I'm just so glad she got away from Becky and A'ja Wilson, man. Them toxic ass motherfuckers right there, man. I'm glad she got away from them. So glad she got away from them. This makes me happy. I know she's not going to be with Caitlin Clark next season, but I'm happy she went somewhere which not only she's going to play, but she's going to be happy. And let's be honest, San Francisco, gay community, I think it's going to suit her well. I just think that this is such a good fit for Kate Martin. She could become the star that she's going to become. And I'm telling you, she's definitely still capable of being a 3-and-D starter in this league. So I hope she gets as much time as possible to prove herself to be a starting shooting guard, but we'll have to see how that goes, man. And as far as Timmy goes, I think that's a nice pickup. She could be a day one center for him. They don't see the other thing is too, the Valkyries don't have to go they don't have to reach for a center anywhere in free agency or the draft. They got their center. The only thing about Timmy is keeping herself healthy. She don't keep herself healthy, man. But they got a lot of long players who could probably play center, stretch bigs and stuff like that. Like, this team is long as hell. If Natalie uses like the long approach, long winger approach, long wingspan and stuff like that, they might be able to play their defense like that and get their hands on balls. Run transition game. I think that'll be their team, man. That's why I like this team, because Kate Martin could basically play a little bit of that fever offense over here. Because I think they're going to get out and run. They're going to get out and run. And Julie Van Loo is really good in the half court. Talbot's going to be very much on energy. I mean, I'm like, Carly Leite, that's the player, that's their franchise player at the moment right now. Because once they develop her, man, her and Rupert from Atlanta, I'm telling you, Valkyries going to be an interesting team. I'm going to be watching them. I'm going to be watching this team. I like this team, man. But I'm so glad she got away from that racist idiot. Kate Martin got away from that racist idiot, A'ja Wilson. I hate it that she still got Megan Gustafson and Elizabeth Keatley on her team. But that's okay. She going to lose Kelsey Plum. So I'm okay with it, man. But that's my time, man. Like my boy Chocolate said, Chocolate plays. That's my time. Thank y'all for watching. So we'll get this one. Oh, wait. Let me get into the donations. So I'm going to start doing my donations a little bit different. Let me put them up on the screen right now, so y'all can see all the names that have donated. I am going to, at the moment, just accept donations through YouTube, Cash App, $ Second Change, Cash App, and PayPal. I like PayPal the most, so if you got PayPal, hit the link in the description box and you can donate through there, man. I don't got a Patreon right now, so we're going to have to work on that next year at some point. But yeah, go ahead and give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Oh, that's my other channel. Aces Angels, yeah.